shows comes back on the air this Sunday.
Yay!
This Sunday. It's back.
Next Sunday.
No. See, Jesse.
When we airing?
He gave us the little look because this is gonna air when that happens.
We airing when
So
it's.
the look I gave, the little.
He
okay.
gave us a nod, like
Yes, right.
See, I was looking over there at that time.
What happened was.
I'm gonna just get my Rico and I'm gonna leave. Y'all go ahead.
Jesse's like, no,
Just don't pass gas when you leave.
Yeah, all right.
One of my favorite shows is back
He's gonna kill us.
this Sunday.
Yep.
This Sunday.
This Sunday,
Yes.
August
Season
20th.
4 this Sunday. Hey, can I just say, first of all, Jesse Usher is here. Jesse T. Usher is here.
Yes. What's up?
Tiana Paris is here. Yes.
Hi guys.
What up,
And the iconic Tashina Arnold is here.
That will be me.
Yes.
The old bitch.
And-
Okay.
You can say bitch, it's fine.
Okay.
The stars of
that in the
Survivor's
most
Remorse.
endearing of terms.
Can I tell you, first of all, y'all are making my Sunday. There's just too much good television now on Sunday. Thank you for putting that piece of the puzzle into play. Because now we got Remorse, we got Insecure, we got Game of Thrones, we got, actually, you guys are on the same time as Ballers. That could be a problem.
You can
I'll work it out. I'll
DVR
work it
them.
out.
DVR
I'll
Ballers.
work it out.
They'll be there when you get back.
Yo, season 4, I'm so excited about it because, season 1, it was like kind of a basketball show. But now it's morphed into, Jesse, I'm coming for you first, man. It's kind of morphed into like a coming of age kind of story, black family against the backdrop of celebrity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, sir?
I would. No, I absolutely would. And that kind of just took place in a very natural way, to be honest. Like, we never said, you know what, hey, man, let's just try to, delve into something different. Like, and then the idea of deeper than basketball, which is now kind of the reoccurring theme, has just come about. For Cam, at least, it's more about the people that he's met through basketball, the relationships he has because of basketball. But it's, the show, like you said, is a lot more than just a basketball show. Yeah,
I love that about it too, man. It's ever evolving, it's ever morphing. Your characters are so layered, man. I hear you're gonna do a thing where you will meet your father. Can we talk about that in the season? How that's gonna kind of?
We can, yeah. From the end of season 3, Cam kind of goes back home to his hometown. He goes back to Boston. He goes Walpole Prison, and that's where his father is, where he's been for almost his whole life. And he's kind of has all these questions, these things that he wants to know, why his father hasn't been at least reaching out to talk to him. So he's got a bone to pick. And the start of season 4, he shows up with that chip on his shoulder, like, yo, what's up? And he comes at him from a very reserved place, from when you think of all the emotions and stuff that's been going on in his mind and for his whole life, basically. Right. The way that he comes at him is very calm. And then you see a very calm response from his father. And then from that, they kind of just build to this. I mean, I can't say what's going to happen, but you literally cannot fathom what's going to happen.
And it's the amazing Isaiah Washington. So it's like, yo,
come
on, man. Come on.
And he came with it, man. He brought the fire.
That is so dope. And I love the fact that the show touches on things that we as black folk go through all of the time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Every day.
We all have, well, not we all, but unfortunately a lot of us have estranged relationships with our fathers. Most definitely. And how that plays itself out on television. Right. We also, Tiana, boom, coming for you. We also experience black love sometimes at its finest, at its most vainglorious.
Yes.
And
Shout out to Missy and Reggie.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes, yo, Missy
I love
and Reggie,
that.
I was, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was waiting for something bad to happen. I was like, who gonna cheat?
I know.
Who gonna step out? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm like, yo, when Missy cut her hair season 1, I'm like, oh, that's it. Reggie's out. Reggie's out.
Yeah.
But no. The love, like y'all Cliff and Claire, y'all blackish all day.
Yes, I love that. That is the thing I love the most about the Missy Reggie relationship, is that they are very committed to one another. They're young, they're black, they're talented, they're making money, they're ambitious. Yeah. And at the heart of it, they are just committed to one another. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like you said, as many of us African Americans in the world navigating, it's not always about infidelity. Right. There are a lot more issues in life that one can deal with.
Building
and that
and stacking.
Okay, building, stacking, children, family, future, generational wealth. What are we doing? And it doesn't always have to be about someone stepping out. And I think a lot of folks were waiting on one of them to cheat. And you never know what may happen, but I can say what I love about the show is that we deal with so much more than what one might just expect is going to happen. And I said this to Mike O'Malley, it is important for us to see this sort of relationship on the screen. You don't see a young black couple who is successful and committed to one another on television. We see it in life all the time, but they want to tell us they
want to tell
they. We know what you mean.
Come on, we feel you, Tia. We here.
That doesn't exist, and we know otherwise. And I love Survivor's Remorse and Michael O'Malley for hearing that and putting that on a platform for all to see and aspire to if you don't actually have it in your life.
Like we all go through those things.
Yeah.
Now I'm coming for you, Tashina. First of all, damn it, Tashina.
Damn it to hell.
Yo, come on, Tashina. Number one, great job on Daytime Divas.
Thank you.
The show was really amazing. You were that spark that made that show really kind of connect. You were that glue.
Yes.
I don't know if it's renewed for a second season or not.
It's not renewed yet. We're praying.
So.
It's just fun.
Yeah,
working with Vanessa Williams.
I can tell. It seemed like y'all were having a good time during the entire thing.
We are.
Seriously.
We are. It's a great show.
You need your own, like, I don't know, theme song or something.
She need her on everything.
Like, serious, Tashina. Like, come on. Like, you have been that woman. Like, and you bring such finesse and such class and a little bit of ratchetry to the role, too.
Like, just a tiny bit of ratchetry. I call it ratchetivity. Just like a little bit of ratchetivity.
Straight, like, she'll get in your ass. But you know what? To my point about what all of us go through, we all have an aunt or a cousin that's dating a white guy or dating an Asian guy. And it's like, we all kind of have that dynamic in our family. And I love the way it's been played out. Very real. You know what I mean? It wasn't phony. It wasn't kind of like patronizing the force. It's a very natural thing. So what can we expect with you and Shen this season?
Well, I appreciate you noticing that because Mike O'Malley is really great about. We keep mentioning Mike. Mike O'Malley is executive producer of the show, and we all meet with him as actors at the beginning of every season. And he says, "Okay, what do you guys want to do?" So we give our ideas to the writers and to him, and that's how the season starts. So we're appreciative as actors to be able to have a piece of ourselves in these roles. Yeah. And I worked with Robert Rule for the first time, and it was a great scene. And Robert really came, and I was like, wow, I like working with this guy. Like, he's cool. I've never seen a black woman adorned on television. Yes. I've never seen, somebody, a billionaire, really, really truly love a black woman on screen. I mean, not in the, on the show that we have. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go down that route, only because I don't want it to be like a fantasy. I wanted it to be that it is tangible. Right. It is possible. Right. And
that resonates.
Yes. Yeah. And Robert, I never had an interracial scene on screen before.
Really?
That was my first. Never. Wow. That was my first interracial kind of.
Oh, Rob held it down.
And I said, and what better way? Because Asians are not represented in show business as well. So I was like, this is a great opportunity for me to kind of burn the candlestick at both ends. Yep. And Robert, he bought it. And for us to be what you're feeling, and with all of our storylines, is it's so easy for it to be contentious, and it's not.
Right.
It's
There's
so
many
easy
pratfalls you could have taken, but you're not doing that.
That's because we're telling a story.
Yes.
When black folks are part of their own story and they're telling their story, you kind of get a lot more than what you bargained for.
Yeah. Right.
And when we are allowed to be a part of the story, and when we're allowed to tell the story, it does make a difference.
And we're hearing it and seeing it more and more. It's like it's kind of a mini black re-renaissance of sorts between Survivor's Remorse and Insecure and Atlanta. Do you feel like, Jesse, that like doors are opening up, or do you feel like
absolutely,
we're still? I mean, we still got a ways to go, but it feels good.
But even right now, I feel like not even the sky is the limit. There's just the world is listening, and we as black people, as black entertainers, are just able to tell every story that we've always wanted to tell, and that now we have a grand audience who want to hear it.
Yeah.
And people are behind it because it's working.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, 4 seasons, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Stars is not mad right now.
Right now, Stars ain't mad at all.
Yeah. And then to put y'all, back to back with, with
Power.
It's a great look.
Oh, listen, I had a meeting with Chris Albrecht. I was like, thank you, Chris, because Chris Albrecht and I go back to the Martin days.
Wow, really?
Yes, he was my boss on Martin. Chris kept me alive for 2 years. After Martin, I didn't work for 10 years. Chris paid me money, just not work.
People thought that Everybody Hates Chris came the year after Martin, and it didn't. Wow.
No, I didn't work for 10 straight years. I just kind of did different jobs or appeared on different shows. So, but I tell people in show business, you better love it, because when it doesn't love you back, you're not going to be able to survive. Right. And so what you give is what you get back. I don't need to be number one on a call sheet. I don't need to be the star of the show. Whatever it is that I do, I have to believe in it. And if I believe in it, I'm going to bring my A game at all times. And that's how we all work. I was just telling Bev, we all are a part of each other's storylines, even where we're not in the same scenes.
Okay.
Tiana watches my back and said, I have her watch my scenes. Like, yo, tell me how you feel about this, because I need to get her perspective. Like, Jesse, I need a young black man's perspective. How does this make you feel?
Yeah.
So we all share in each other's storylines, which is hopefully it comes across on the screen.
Is there anything unique that you see in this walk on Survivor's Remorse that you didn't perhaps see in some of your other television work?
Oh, yeah. God, we work 18 hours. No, people don't understand. Like, we work. And thank God for the Survivor's Remorse crew.
Yes.
We have
they hold us down. We have an amazing crew.
People always talk about the actors, but you got to talk about those people that are delivering your scripts at 4 o'clock in the morning after working 18 hours. Yeah. They're still working. So when we're in bed, people are still working. Yep. So it's a collaborative effort on Survivor's Remorse.
Those writers, Tashina, like the angle with M. Chuck and the story about how she was conceived. You have to take a certain amount of sensitivity to that, but also remain true to your characters. Right. How difficult is that to take such sensitive topics and make them television?
That's what comedy does.
I think a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of times I see these scripts, I say, "Ooh, like wow, all in one episode."
That's exactly how I feel sometimes.
It's a lot of that happened in this episode where it's like, "Whoo, that all happened in 28 minutes." So y'all get ready. But that is what this show does beautifully: is take very sensitive topics that even while we're filming, I'm like, Mike. So is there another way to address this? But that having someone like Mike O'Malley, who is very
fearless.
Yes, fearless.
No, we can tell. We can tell.
He's very
y'all throw stuff at us and was like, wow.
But he asked questions.
Right. Yeah. But we're not afraid as a cast to have that conversation. Like, I'm not so sure about this, and we'll go back and forth, and some you win some, you lose some, but ultimately it's in hopes that it's servicing the greater story and the show and the characters as a whole. Yeah. But it's interesting being on there. Every time we get a script, it's like, oh, what's happening now? Right. I don't even know if my heart can take it.
Our audience is very smart. Like the stuff that they remember, they remember lines. They remember if you hold something in your hand. Well, what happened? Why did you? I'm like, whoa, wait, damn, I don't even remember.
Like, I think that was a mistake. Actually, I don't think I was supposed to have that.
They pay attention to everything, but that's wonderful that we're able to have people engage. And that's what I told all my youngins. I call them my youngins because I'm the oldest out of everybody. I said, listen, when those cameras roll, that's the only time an actor has all control.
Yes.
When those cameras roll, that is the one time you have control. And what are you going to do with it? And this is what we give each other all the time. It's a collaborative. Even on Martin. Yeah. Martin was a comedic genius. The way Martin was formed, we watched him. He never stuck to the script.
I was about to say.
Never.
That's mad ad-lib. I can tell it was just mad ad-lib on that show.
So we had to try. We used to push him on his mark. He didn't know what marks were. I was like, dude, so you'll see us pushing him on his mark. And he's laughing, but that's what it took for us to kind of create what we had. Yeah. So Survivor's Remorse and being on this show, it's a collaborative effort. It's like everybody is involved in each other. We care about each other. Yeah. We care what happens we don't want to walk away and be like, damn, we shouldn't have did that. Never. Yeah. No actor wants to walk away feeling that.
Y'all leave it all on the stage. I can tell, like from a writing perspective and acting perspective.
And it is heavy because this is a comedy. We forget that this is a comedy. Right. This is a half-hour comedy.
Right.
It's I think think we've got a great team of people. Ali Leroy has been amazing on our team.
Like,
he used to work with you on Chris.
Yes, on Ali Leroy. He put me at the he put me on a lot of game.
Wow.
Like he really did. He made me better.
Dope.
So I was like, Ali, you gotta come to our show. You gotta come to Survivor's Remorse, because I knew he would have a wonderful voice on this show. I knew it, and when he came, everybody loved him. So we have a great crew of people. We really do. We're blessed, and not many shows can say that.
That is dope. It is Dion. We're here with the cast of Survivor's Remorse. Jesse T. Usher, Thomas, Timothy,
what?
Travis, Tacoma. I would never have guessed that. That never would have come to mind.
You know, I didn't know that.
Did nobody know my middle name?
No.
You should go Jesse Tacoma Usher. I like that.
I thought it was the. I don't know.
You know what? That's what I'm going to watch when I use it. I'm going to use that now.
I like that. Come on, Jesse Tacoma Usher.
So Tacoma, being the captain of this ship, as it were.
Yes.
What can you tell us about what season 4 has in store for us this Sunday, man? What kind of, I know you can't say much, but as much as you can tell us.
We can say enough. You know, we pride ourselves on telling stories that are difficult to tell, giving people voices that, don't have them, and then making you laugh in the process. This season is a lot about love, like real love. You know what I mean? And how being in love affects you as a person and your career and the choices that you have to make because you're in love, and the repercussions. So we dig very, very deeply into that. As you know, we start talking about fathers, and that's across the board. Like everybody wants to know what's happening with good old pops. Even Missy, Missy has a lot with her father,
with my father and my mother.
Absolutely. Cam goes and visits his dad. Reggie does the same thing. M. Chuck, goes and does the same thing, and we all do it separately on our own. It's like we know who we are when we're together.
Right.
Now we're gonna break it up a little bit and see who we are. Elsewhere.
Take us on those individual rides.
Oh yeah,
I dig that. I can't wait. But this dynamic is so dope. I love.
We love it.
Like Cam and Reggie, like in their bond as cousins, but also as
man, you gonna get some good stuff with Cam and Reggie. Good. I promise you.
Yeah, and Cassie, with her children, you hold it down. I love this ensemble dynamic. We love where you guys are going to go individually, but the group just can't be touched.
We want to see more writing like this, and this is why we do appreciate our writing staff, and we appreciate our executive producers, because we're actually a Catholic Irish family. This is written from that perspective.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know what it means to be Catholic.
Wow. Right.
I don't know what it means to be Irish. So we're constantly asking questions. I'm like, okay, what do Catholics do? How do I do? They had to show me the sign of the cross.
At the funeral, we was like,
what? So I'm coaching. I'm not used to, but here you are. You have a black family that are hello. You have a black family that is being written in the perspective of something that you've never really seen before, which is cool.
Right.
I tell my agent all the time. Tiana and I have the same agent, and don't use my line, but I tell my son, listen. Send me out on all the white girl roles.
Boom.
I want all those white girl roles.
I love it.
Because here I want to be that black woman in a white girl's position. And that's more interesting for me.
Yep.
That's more interesting for other people to see that, which is why I said I wanted Cassie to have the interracial relationship and be adorned by somebody, because it's not something that we're used to seeing.
Right.
So we want to touch on as much as we can and help other people in the process.
It works. It's no longer taboo when you guys make us laugh and think about it, and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
This Sunday,
Yes.
find DVR Room. I know there's Insecure, there's Power, there's Ballers,
We love Power.
there's Game of Thrones, but now there's going to be Survivor's Remorse.
Yes.
10 p.m. on Stars. Jesse T. Usher, Cam Calloway, Tashina Arnold, Miss Cassie,
his mama,
Tiana Paris, the always beautiful Missy,
you.
the fabulous bitch.
And it was more even his.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Erica Ash,
Yes.
M. Chuck,
Shout out to Rodrigo,
Megan Tandy,
Robert
and
Wu.
Robert
Shout out
Wu.
to everybody.
Robert
Chris
Wu,
Bauer.
Isaiah Washington, Chris Bauer,
Vanessa Bell Calloway.
Vanessa Bell.
We can just
Vanessa
go
Bell
on for
Calloway's
days and
what?
days.
What?
Yes, man.
What?
I'm telling you, we coming with it.
Come on now. You got to watch it this season. Survivor's Remorse on this Sunday on Stars. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. We look forward to season 4.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
for
having
us.
Always a pleasure.
Sirius XM. Yeah. It's like family up in here. We do this all the time. Full time doing it.
Right. I know. It really is.
It's lovely.
Dang, that's crazy.
Cool.